I'm Bill Garrett, and I'm here with my partner Laskin from Borealis Records, and we decided we would make this little film for you to celebrate the fact that we've been alive and making music for 15 years.
We love contemporary music, we love traditional music, all under the big folk umbrella. That's what Borealis is about, and we want to celebrate it with you. So we have made a selection of a number of our artists, and we're going to play you and show you some of their music. We're going to start right now with a terrific band from Quebec, Le Vent du Nord.
as Grit was talking about the fact that we really love all kinds of music, both the traditional and the contemporary, another great example of somebody who has got deep, deep roots in the tradition but writes a whole lot of his own material is this next person, Michael Jerome Browne.
If we hear the young man's story, all his hopes and dreams of glory, hear his loved ones say they're sorry, and the war will end tomorrow, and the war will end tomorrow. When we all are refugees from Baghdad to New Orleans, what we have we're forced to leave, and the war will end tomorrow, and the war will end tomorrow. When it's our daughters and our sons killed by bombs and killed by guns, then the war will end tomorrow, then the war will end tomorrow. They are few and we are many, still we face the mighty army. When our voices rise against them, then the war will end tomorrow, then the war will end tomorrow, then the war will end tomorrow, then the war will end tomorrow. When it's our daughters and our sons are maimed by bombs and killed by guns, then the war will end tomorrow, then the war will end tomorrow. Or when the sorrow of a mother belongs to us and not the other, then the war will end tomorrow, then the war will end tomorrow. Or when we hear the young man's story, hear his loved ones say they're sorry, then the war will end tomorrow, then the war will end tomorrow. When we all are refugees from Baghdad to New Orleans, then the war will end tomorrow, 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 then the war will end tomorrow.
And one of the things we really like about the music on the label is how over the last 15 years the music itself keeps expanding in its diversity and complexity. And we've got some wonderful, wonderful examples of that on the label. And you can name a couple, can't you?
Absolutely, yeah. People who I consider geniuses, and I'm not ashamed to say it. Mike Stevens.
A great harmonica player.
Absolutely brilliant. James Hill.
Who brought the ukulele to life.
Really, I'll tell you. And it's a joy to be supporting them on the label. Let's watch and listen to some of their music.
Here's James Hill.
Something else that's important to Bill and I on this label when we're looking for artists is songwriters who are topical, who write political songs, who write songs on issues of the day, contemporary issues, not just all what's happening in their own personal emotional state, which can be good too. But we love that side of the songwriting spectrum. And we have a number of artists who do that, and one of them who's particularly good at it is Evalyn Parry. She's a playwright, she's a songwriter, she's a spoken word artist. Here's something from Evalyn.
There's this crazy debate that's going on out there about what to do about chemical lawn care. It's about the citizens who object. It's about the trickle-down effect. That is the trickling down of what you put on your lawn into the earth we share, and from there into the groundwater. And it's about where the children are supposed to play when the lawns are toxic and the companies say, please don't shut us down, just give us more time. Sure, we know it's poison, but isn't it fine to give the people what they want? But I'm wondering if what the people want isn't just what they've been sold. We've got a nation full of people just doing what they're told, believing that a weed-free lawn is really what matters, and that truly our tummies need to be flattered. We are so concerned with the outside package we're paying to turn our features into plastic under a surgeon's knife, because we've bought what they've sold us, that looking nice is worth any price. And then we wonder why we're all getting cancer. Well, chem lawn, I have one answer, and maybe it's not the one you were looking for, but I am not sure that your war against dandelions is really worth dying for. Because when the state of our lawns matters more than our health, well then we've got a society with too much wealth on its hands. We've got a nation full of women hooked on magazines, comparing their bodies to those airbrushed beach scenes filled with the 8% of women who actually look like that. And then the rest of us feel like we're too fat, so they create a diet industry to take care of that so we can spend all our time and our money trying to lose weight, when the fact is, ladies, your body looks great. It's society that's got this body image problem. If we could just start liking what it is we've got, we could change the world. We could change a lot more important things than the size of our thighs. But the demand for implants is still on the rise, even though silicone does not belong on the inside. That shit's about as good for you as drinking down pesticides. But our green, clean, chemically enhanced lawns hide the fact that we don't know our neighbors and our cities are not safe. Because as long as everything looks good, well then everything's great. Even though my findings seem to indicate that this so-called market-driven economy is built on lies, and the free market isn't really free. It's about getting people to spend more money. Meanwhile, we've got an epidemic of mastectomies, and 1 in 8 women like you and me will get breast cancer before anyone finds an answer. And they'll hand out chemo like some kind of solution, while the pharmaceutical companies profit off pollution. Supply and demand, cause and effect. Hasn't anyone clued in yet? There is a link here, and if it's not clear, I would ask you to look at your lawn outside as one example of how we can each decide whether our choices are going to lead to our nation's suicide.
And that, of course, was Evalyn Parry with Weed Free. Going back to this theme that Grit was just talking about a couple of minutes ago in terms of topical music and topical songwriting, we have a few people on the label that do this and are fine practitioners, not the least of whom is sitting right beside me. But I wanted to play 2 people whose styles are fairly different, certainly in the video clips you're about to see. The first is James Keelaghan, who wrote this wonderful song about a pub in Ireland, McConnville's, and we'll follow that with Annabelle Chvostek's title tune from her last album, Resilience.
I work down at McConnville's. That's the pub behind the square. If ever you're in Portadown, anyone can point you there. We have lagers, ales, and porters, but the thing that brings them in is the whiskey that McConnville brews. That's where this all began. In all the years I've worked there, and for 50 years before, not a bottle of the sweet stuff ever walked outside the door. 'Cause McConnville laid the rule down, and it was honored till today. You can drink your fill while at the bar, but the bottle has to stay. Six or 7 years ago, when young Jimmy first came by, he was looking for a local. We were the third place that he tried. And he looked around, no ferns, no telly blaring from the bar. And once he tried the whiskey, Jimmy never strayed too far. He'd come in after dinner for an hour, maybe more. He'd play some cards and talk and joke, 'cause that's what a local's for. Before he'd leave most nights, because the bottles had to stay, he'd ask me for a whiskey just to see him on his way. And 3 days ago his maid came in, and he said Jimmy took a fall from a roof that he was working on. He had no chance at all. And today after the funeral, after burying young Jim, they came here to his second home. Mourners crowded in. Then I did a thing I never thought I'd do till it was done. I took a bottle from the shelf, I held it up for everyone. I said rules are made for breaking. Tonight the whiskey leaves the bar. Auction for the family who'll give me 50 pounds to start. And at 500 pounds the bidding stopped, and no, ya couldn't hear a sound but for the roar as Jimmy's mates stepped up and laid their pay packs down. And I can't believe I did it. I never thought I'd see the day that I'd hand someone the bottle and then watch it walk away. And as I was headed home tonight, I passed the graveyard by. Swear that I heard singing and silhouetted on the sky with Jimmy's friends, and they were pouring something on his grave, a little offering for young Jim to see him on his way. That's the pub behind the square, if ever you're in Portadown, anyone can point you there.
Resilience of a heart bash it to bits, a fresh new start. All the shattered pieces snap back together. Hold it in your hands, it's soft as kid leather. Hold it in your hands. This crush in my body, taste of salt water and blood. The one who tugs the hardest is the hardest to love. But that's just it, it's how it is. I'll throw it if you catch it, I got lots more to give. I'll throw it if you catch it, I'll throw it if you catch it. Hey, hey, what you doing today? There's a moth in my belly and a froth in my head. Hey, hey, what you doing today? Hey, hey, you want it raw, you got it raw. Sink this flesh between your teeth. River of lava, head to feet. I am here for you to meet. I am here, I am here. Hey, hey, what you doing today? There's a moth in my belly and a froth in my head. Hey, hey, what you doing today? Hey, hey, what you doing today? There's a moth in my belly and a froth in my head. Hey, hey, what you doing today?
And that was Annabelle Chvostek and James Keelaghan, two people who still have one of their feet in tradition, but the other one stretching the boundaries of what's done in music. And that gets me excited too.
And it's like so many of the other artists on the label. And I have to say, we could have done this little show for 2.5 hours.
Absolutely.
With the artists on the label. Unfortunately, we don't have that kind of time. But just to say that we hope that you'll check out lots of folks on the Borealis label, because we're very proud of all of them.
Absolutely. And we're not stopping. We're signing new artists. And we're just so proud to still be here in the strange times that the music industry is going through.
Yeah, however we're going to get the music to you. We're not sure how it will be in 10 years. We may be just sending it through thought waves. We're not sure yet, but we'll keep working on it.
Yeah, we'll be here.
And so let's finish off with a wonderful trio from Newfoundland. They're thespians as well as great musicians and singers, and we're thrilled to have them on the label. Here's the Once, and we'll say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
There was a young maiden who lived all alone. She lived all alone on the shore. Oh, there was nothing she could find to comfort her mind but to roam all alone on the shore, shore, shore. But to roam all alone on the shore. 'Twas of a young captain who sailed the salt sea. Let the winds blow high or blow low. Oh, I will die, this young captain did cry, if I can't get that maid from the shore, shore, shore. If I can't get that maid from the shore. I have lots of silver, I have lots of gold, I have lots of costly ware. Oh, I'll divide with my jolly ship's crew, if they'll roll me that maid from the shore, shore, shore. If they'll roll me that maid from the shore. After much persuasion, they got her on board. Let the winds blow high or blow low, where they placed her away in his cabin below. Here's a due to all sorrow and care, care, care. Here's a due to all sorrow and care. They placed her away in his cabin below. Let the winds blow high or blow low. She's so pretty and neat, she's so sweet and complete. She sang captain and sailors to sleep, sleep, sleep. She sang captain and sailors to sleep.
She robbed him of silver, she robbed him of gold,
She robbed him of costly ware. Oh, then took his broadsword instead of an oar, and paddled her way to the shore, shore, shore. And paddled her way to the shore. My men must be crazy, my men must be mad, my men must be deep in despair. Oh, for to let her away with her beauty so gay, and to paddle her way to the shore, shore, shore. And to paddle her way to the shore. Your men was not crazy, your men was not mad, your men was not deep in despair. Oh, I deluded your sailors as well as yourself. I'm a maiden again on the shore, shore, shore. I'm a maiden again on the shore. There is a young maiden who lives all alone. She lives all alone on the shore. Oh, there's nothing she can find to comfort her mind, but to roam all alone on the shore.
Thank you.